What's going on, guys? It's Tommy from Galpin Autosports. Today's going to be an exciting day. Avi's going to be dropping off his Acura NSX. This thing is badass, and we're even going to take it to the next level. We have a wrap, a special wrap that we came up with planned for him. So when he's dropping it off, we're going to take it to the back, we're going to clean it up, start taking it apart. He's going to do a few touches to the interior, so I'm going to rip the interior apart and give it to him. And then we're gonna get to work on the rest of the vehicle. I think everyone's gonna enjoy what we're gonna do to it. It's unique, it's a little bit different, it's outside the box, but it's definitely gonna be a head turner. So stay tuned and check it out. Hey guys, what's going on? So the NSX came in yesterday, we got it cleaned up, prepped, and now Eric's taking it apart. Let's go check in on him.
An antique.
What does it do?
I'm not quite sure. I read in a book somewhere that back in the day, this used to contain music, but I'm not sure. I'd have to look that up.
Looks like he's taking apart the door panel. What's up, Eric?
What's up, Tommy?
So we're gonna be taking apart both door panels, take the seats out. The seats don't have to come out, but Avi wants it to come out so he can do some work on them. So those are gonna get pulled out. I see the front end is already taken care of a little bit.
So Eric, was this car easy or hard to take apart?
Harder than your typical car.
And why is that? Why was it so hard?
Because these cars were built by hand, limited production, so they're not really engineered to be easily serviceable. They go together, they stay together.
Avi's stopping by today to take a look at his NSX. He's gonna blow his mind when he sees what we've done to it so far.
Oh my God, oh my God. I've never seen an NSX like this in my life.
So there's dust in here from probably 90, like,
no, this is never
Japanese dust.
Yeah, Japanese dust probably.
Dude, this is nuts. I've never seen one, ever in my life. I think if you guys do like a YouTube video right now, of how to disassemble and put back the car together, this is the only one I've never seen this camera.
Really?
Never in my life I've seen an NSX taking this apart. This whole thing is gonna be. Look,
Yeah,
I still don't know. I don't know what exactly the final thing is. So I really don't know how it's gonna come out. So I'm gonna be as much surprised as anybody else.
No, it'll be nice.
And I looked at the Rolls Royce, and I was like, okay, you know, they probably don't have to remove. This is like off-frame restoration.
For a wrap.
Yeah.
For a wrap. You guys are crazy. You guys are crazy.
And we have the NSX completely disassembled. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna start wrapping the entire car white so we block out the yellow. After that, we're gonna put red on it according to the rendering, and then we're gonna put the vinyl decals on after that.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to Galpin. We're right here wrapping this NSX. Right here with Danny, Alfonso. We're doing full door jambs, door panels, everything you can imagine in this car. Taking every single piece off just to ensure that perfect quality.
It's better to disassemble a car all the way, just because it lets you get into crevices that you wouldn't normally be able to get into. For instance, we take this fender off and we're able to kind of like tuck in all the way around and make sure that none of the yellow shows when somebody goes up to look at it, like, you know, in person. Galpin has been doing this for many, many years. We do this all the time just to ensure the customer that you know, we're gonna do it right and he doesn't have to come back and redo something or we have to retouch something up. You know, this is the professional way. It takes a lot more, but you know, you have that client at the end of the day, when you're done, it's just gonna be super happy and pleased with your job.
This tape is for cutting vinyl. It's so you don't have to actually use your blade. Let's say areas like this where you can't get your blade into, you're gonna cut some paint, you put some filament tape like this, cutting tape, just pull it off and it cuts the vinyl.
What's going on, guys? We have one of our customers that just took delivery of his Ford GT, and this thing is a beautiful color. It's Miami blue. I've never seen something so vibrant. He didn't want to take it home with him. He said, please leave it here. I need to get it clear broad. So what we did is we ordered XPEL clear broad material. It came in, and now we're gonna have our guys completely do the car from top to bottom, front to back. It's an amazing process just to watch it, especially being done on this car. Check it out.
We're working on a Ford GT right now, doing the full clear bra. Every panel is getting covered.
It's very, very tedious. You gotta clear a surface, make sure we have no debris, no dirt, no specks. Sometimes we have to install it and wipe it down to kind of make sure that everything looks properly. And there'll be times where we need to lift it and kind of remove little debris that stays behind. So the way we cut this out is we have this software that the filmmaker makes for us. It's called a DAP, and basically it's a software that has every single car that has came out. Sometimes they make kits for it for brand new cars, but it'll take like about a month or two. This car in particular has already been designed. Basically what you do is you get on the software, you search the car up by year, make, model. Then you kind of start seeing what pieces you want to wrap or you want to clear bra. After that, you load up your vinyl or your film and you make the design for it, and then you cut it out individually. So the process can take anywhere from 3 to 4 days, just because we're doing the entire car. And this is taking into consideration the time to cut it, the time to prep it. Sometimes you need to take certain things off. For this one specifically, we don't, just because it's a GT and it's a brand new car. We probably really don't want to take anything off. So we have everything cut out and ready to just go.
So we get a lot of messages from you guys asking what the big deal with Senna and the NSX is. Here in a nutshell, I'll explain it to you. So Senna was an F1 driver. They drove for McLaren, Honda. And in 1989, he was out in the Suzuka circuit in Japan testing the F1 car. The engineers at Honda were testing the NSX. And they thought they had everything dialed in. So they asked their top driver, they said, Senna, would you drive this car around the track for us? He agreed to. He drove it around, put it through his paces, and he came back and gave him some feedback, some honest and brutal feedback, because they thought the car was perfect. He said that, you know, the chassis could be stiffer and the performance wasn't where it needed to be. So they went back to the drawing board. They got all their engineers on it because they were trying to launch this car in 1990. So it needed to be ready by the end of 89. And they redid everything. The changes they made resulted in the car being 50% stiffer. They invited Senna out after they were done, and they wanted him to test it again and give him their feedback and give them his feedback. So he came out, he tested it, and he was blown away by it. He was much happier with the performance, and told them, he said that, I think that what you guys have done is completely set this car apart. And in the world's eyes, and I guess in my eyes too, I think that the recommendations that he made, he's completely set that car apart and made that car what it is now. And without Senna's input, that car might have been a little bit more watered down, or wouldn't have been as true of an enthusiast car that it is today. So when Avi came in, we started talking. I knew he had an NSX. I've always loved him growing up. We threw around the idea of Senna. He's loved Senna. I've honestly loved Senna growing up too. So we thought, why not do a tribute car? So that's when we came up with the livery of doing his helmet or doing the car. We put it out there, you guys chose the car, and so now here we are. I'm loving it because it's a great project and I love being a part of it, and I hope you guys like the finished product, and I know Avi will love it because we're taking meticulous care of everything, and we're taking everything apart, making sure we're restoring certain things, and we're really truly going through the vehicle, and we would do it for any one of our customers, especially, you know, with the passion that we carry for what we do. It shows in all of our work. So I'd love to hear what you guys think about it. Comment below, let me know, and I hope you guys enjoy the video. Check it out. What's going on, Eric?
Hey, Tommy.
What are you up to today? What are we doing?
Today we finished the Acura. We got the body all back together. Now it's ready to get wrapped red.
So next step is we're gonna finish up a few small pieces of the red that we need to do, and then we're gonna put the decals on. Avi's gonna flip when he sees this. So the other day we get a call from a person who's been a viewer of Salamandran and our channel, and he wanted to bring in his Jeep JK that he picked up a little bit ago. It's bone stock and he wants to do a bunch of modifications to it. I'm talking about supercharger, he wants to do interior, he wants to do suspension, wheels, tires. What else? We're doing wrap to it too. We're throwing a bunch, exhaust. We're throwing so many things to this truck, you won't even recognize it when it's done. What's up, guys? I'm gonna go check in on Daniel, see how he's doing on the Wrangler. What do you got going on?
Yo, what up, Tommy? How's it going?
Good. How's the build coming on for the Wrangler?
It's going. Right now we just have the bottom manifold in, since this particular supercharger comes on in basically 3 pieces. The lower manifold is split in 2. There's one on there right now currently, and this is the other portion. This is the one with the intercooler, the liquid cool intercooler, and then this is the supercharger here. It comes on after installing that piece right there.
Nice. So with that intercooler, you don't need like a front mount intercooler or any other kind of intercooler, right?
Well, it does have a front mount, what they call heat exchanger. It's basically like a radiator. It works kind of like a radiator, so it's gonna be mounted in the front. Yeah, that's gonna come after putting the supercharger on.
Cool.
So we're almost done.
All right, thanks. Javi, what are you working on?
I'm working on, I'm pretty much running some wires right now. We're going to be adding some lights in the back. And then we're doing a full audio system. So we have the JL Stealth box that we're doing. We're doing the HC900 5 amplifier. They're going to power up all the speakers. And he's actually getting the new Alpine 9-inch head unit that goes up in the front of this Jeep. Should sound really great when it's done.
Nice. So guys, Avi's here to check out his NSX. Let's see what he thinks.
This is the most beautiful NSX I've ever seen in my life.
And it's yours. And it's yours. Oh. Oh my God, you guys are crazy. Wow! Look at that. Wow. Wow.
I know the face of a happy man. That's one.
I think he likes it. Now look at the underside. Look at this.
That's a wrap. That's a real unbelievable.
That's good for you though.
There's no yellow.
There's no, well, hopefully you don't see yellow.
Wow. Wow. Dude, did you do the gauges or were
Everything.
you doing that before?
No, we painted them.
Did you see them? No, dude. Look, Eric had to make decisions. So I do not know how it came out. Where's the key? Where's the key? Where's the key?
Just turn the light on.
Wow. Oh. Wow.
You did all of the backlighting red?
Yeah.
Wow.
They don't paint the gauge rings.
And then look at your center console. Look how good the center console is.
Dude, it looks crazy, Nina.
Yeah.
Nina, are you watching this? Look at this.
Yeah.
Wow, it came out so perfect.
Tommy, I love you. Can we all take a picture in front of it next to it with you, Abby?
I'm out of words. I'm out of words. I'm scared to drive it on the freeway right now. I'm scared to drive it, period. What an ultimate joy.
Well, thank you for trusting us with your baby. I appreciate it. There you guys have it. If you guys liked the video, click the like button below. Hit the subscribe button to keep up with all the latest stuff that we're going to be putting out. For Galpin Autosports, if you could dream it, we could build it. See you next time.